Welcome. Welcome to 2Kiwis&Cheese. Today we have our great hosts. We have Brent, we have Garrett, we have Ben, and a special guest, Kaz.
Oh my
What
goodness.
was that tune meant to be from, by the way?
I don't know. All right,
You just made it up.
I thought it was like a play on the circus music, you know?
Yeah, that's what
like.
I was trying to go for something like that, you know.
Cool. Well,
Okay.
woo.
Yeah.
We could have you could have gone for the like the breaking news sound, you know, where like the news comes on. Breaking news! This is 2Kiwis&Cheese.
Breaking news.
We have
Oh,
guest
God.
number dose.
Emergency.
Whoa.
Quick, put
A
on your
man has fallen into the
headphones.
Lego City River.
And a new guest is on the 2Kiwis&Cheese podcast.
Yeah, so we have our second guest here, my girlfriend and a great friend of ours, Kaz.
Hey.
Feel free to plug
Hi,
any of your
Kaz.
stuff you'd like to.
Yeah. I also stream on Twitch just like Garrett and Brent do. I host my trivia.
You don't have to call me Garrett.
I don't like calling you Garrett. Thank you. That sounds horrible. I don't like that.
That's not a law of the podcast.
I don't like that. Thank you. Yeah,
That's not in the contract.
I stream my trivia every other week when my contestants are actually getting back to me, and we just have a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
And then otherwise, I just mod for like every single brick builder.
Literally, and it's not even brick builders. It's just literally everybody on Twitch. She mods all the chats on Twitch. If you didn't know this, she's everywhere, and you cannot escape. I've tried.
I mean, it's true. I'm everywhere. I'm
You've
not
tried?
holding hostage. Oh my god. No, I am
gosh.
everywhere, but I'm not modding everywhere.
You don't know that.
Gosh.
But,
There's not a single person in this call that has me as a mod. Just saying.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
No
hell yeah.
podcast. The few streams that she could just chill in and not have to care.
Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna lie, it does feel pretty great.
Yeah.
Like I love modding, but it is so much, especially when like 8 of them go live at the same time. It's like, oh, guess we're picking and choosing today.
Yeah, fair. But yeah. So
Well,
being a
okay.
mod's
go.
being a mod is a responsibility. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, I know Ben didn't realize.
No, that's because you're a mod for small people that can also just take care of their own stuff. So
I mean, Ben has.
Just
Yeah.
kidding. We're the
Ben
biggest
I'm gonna be
streamers.
honest. Ben does help me out because a lot of the time, right, I can't even get to Twitch, like because I'm lagging,
that's
right?
fair.
So like
You're
I'm
like you're
oh,
like
shit.
playing a game or something, and like
Yeah.
you
I
go
can't
to
tab
Twitch and then it
out.
just dies.
Because usually I play like some old fucking game with like the graphics are like like a completely different to like a normal like the normal settings. So if I go out, the game will crash. So it is very useful to have Ben in chat sometimes. It's good.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I guess other self-promotion. Me and Wumbus normally do our date night streams on Thursdays. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, date club. Yeah,
Date club, sorry.
Dank club.
dank club. Yeah.
That's my favorite club, guys.
Oh gosh, we play really crappy dating sims. We've had some bangers so far.
Really crappy one.
There's been some
Yeah.
bangers and some that come and bang on your door and try to kill you because they're really weird.
Yeah, we had one that looked like MS Paint, and then one that was like actually like pretty good. Like the mermaid one, I
Yeah.
actually quite that was alright.
The mermaid
you
one
know?
was that was so much fun.
Yeah.
That one was funny, but it got really weird really quick.
Oh, the MS Paint one.
No, the mermaid one.
How did it get weird? It was
Because
what do
suddenly
you
there
mean?
was like suddenly they were going under the ocean and crap, and there was
Oh yeah, right at the
freaking-
end.
yeah, right at the end. Again, most of it was good, and then it got really weird really fast.
I was thinking it would be like a secret horror game, right? Because she's like, "Come into the ocean with me," and you know the classic like siren tale, you know, like
Right.
she just comes in and she just drowns you, and that's the end of the game.
Oh my goodness.
But
yeah.
That would have been quite the ending, that's for sure.
I would have loved that. I would have been like,
Full
"Man,
on
that's a
Pirates
great
of the
freaking
Caribbean.
twist."
Love
Yeah,
it.
exactly. But dang.
Right.
So, what have y'all been up to this past week?
Well, Kaz came up here. I should say it's 2 Kiwis, cheese, and a gator. Because Kaz is from Florida, so gator's just gonna eat us. So it's cool.
Yeah.
But no, so she flew up to Wisconsin to hang out with me, and for half the weekend, and the other half we spent down in Chicago for a large lake. I want to say it's the largest one in the world. I think they self-proclaimed that. I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but the largest Lego convention in the world, Brickworld Chicago, at least
It's
as of the
definitely the
state.
biggest in the States. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know worldwide. I don't know.
I think
other
most
Lego
conventions, the bigger ones, will be in the States.
And that makes sense. That makes sense. Other than maybe like some niche ones or something. But yeah. No, we hung out up in Wisconsin for the first 2 days, and then drove down on Thursday night and spent Friday walking around Chicago. I don't ever want to drive down there again, even though I'm going to have to in the future, considering I live in the area, sort of. A couple hours north, but still in the area, bro. Downtown Chicago is fucking brutal.
Is it?
I don't white knuckle. I was white knuckling it through there, bro.
Describe. Because it's not like I'm gonna know what that looks like.
Big city driving. No, freaking, you don't know what anybody's gonna do. People behind you want to go. The second the light changes, they want to go. Like, even if you need to turn somewhere, so you're getting honked at. There's tons of people walking around, so you got to make sure you're not hitting them. You can't see around corners that well because of buildings. Yeah, it's just a stressful situation, and there's just lots of cars around, parked and driving. So,
Fuck.
yeah, it's really stressful.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, this just sounds like driving in the city. What are you talking about?
This is big city driving, yes.
Oh, okay, you're just not used to
Third
big city driving.
largest?
No, I don't go into down. I barely go to
I mean,
downtown
same.
Milwaukee.
But I was thinking like you were gonna say like, oh yes, there was these peeps. They were like, they pulled a gun on me, and then I had to drive off.
I
or
mean, it is
something.
Chicago, so it's not surprising. But I mean, what was it? 2021, Milwaukee beat them in murders per capita. So like,
Fuck.
I don't know.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Louise.
It's great, but no, it was fine. We didn't really have any issues with anything like that. It was pretty chill actually. But no, we parked up, got breakfast at a place that was recommended by a host of another podcast that I listen to.
Is it Rebel Force
That lives
Radio?
down in Chicago. Huh?
Is it Rebel Force Radio?
Oh my god, yes.
Man,
It's always Rebel
what
Force
the
Radio.
hell? It's
Free
always
promo.
freaking whatever the hell.
Rebel
that
Force
one.
Radio. That's a Jimmy God. No,
Oh, shit.
one of the hosts lives in the Chicago area, and so I hit him up and asked him if he had any suggestions, and he gave us a couple good ideas. So we only made it to one. I was gonna try to get her to the somewhat famous. I don't know how famous, but the Chicago pizza is deep dish pizza, which means it's under the sauce. That's
What?
where the cheese is. It's under the sauce. The toppings, they're all under the sauce.
What's the point of that?
I don't know.
To disintegrate your tongue with how acidic all the stupid tomatoes are. That's the only like major difference.
But I
also
thought, right. I'm like, what is the point of the what's the point? Because you want
It's
to have
under
your
the
cheese
sauce.
or like all nice and crispy on the top, right? I thought that's the whole point of putting the cheese on the
No,
top. Otherwise, you
see,
could put the
Flava
freaking
and
cheese
I-
like a lasagna.
we had a discussion about this when I was up there. Because I was like, well, you put the sauce on top, then it's just gonna burn your mouth more because that's what's actually hot when you burn your mouth on pizza. And he's like, no, it's hot because it's insulated. That's my perfect impression of Flava.
I love how the nerdy sciencey one disagreed with that. Because okay, I'm gonna throw mine out there.
It's cheese.
No. So no. See, okay, I gotta put this out there because what I said is the sauce is hotter because it's under the cheese, which insulates it more and keeps it hotter longer. And when it's on top, that's no insulation. In theory, some amount of insulation is going to keep more heat in than no insulation.
I feel like if you take a
Doesn't that
bite,
not sound science?
well, I mean, it can sound like science and
Sounds-
still not be right.
I mean, that's sort
I
of
didn't say
works.
sound
I
like.
don't-
Is that not sound?
From what
Like
I've seen,
some is
right?
better than none.
From what
I
I've
feel like
seen,
Go ahead.
it's sorry. But what I've seen,
you're
it's a
fine.
lot of sauce, right? That's
Yeah,
gonna
it's all,
get
that is
that's gonna
that
get
is
cold before you
fair.
finish it. Because what the heck? That's ridiculous. That is just
No.
well, I
They
mean,
do put a lot of
then
sauce.
it has to be
That's
like
the idea of deep
really
dish.
really hot. You know, it.
I'm comparing two, like one slice of deep dish and one like normal slice, both directly out of the oven. That's what I'm comparing. I'm not comparing the long term.
Also, how do
Oh.
you eat it?
Oh.
Because surely the
Carefully.
cheese keeps it all in one place, right? So if it's all sauce on top, surely it slides off that
It
cheese.
does slide a little
onto the
bit.
freaking
It
floor.
just depends on the kind. I will say the stuff that we got. We did end up getting some when we went to dinner with a bunch of the other Lego streamers, and we ended up getting deep dish, and it was. I'll be honest, it wasn't good as the main place that everybody thinks of in Chicago. I believe it's Giordano's. I think. Why would it say
Giordano's.
Giordano's
Giordano's.
or Giordano's? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's pronounced
Lord.
Giordano's. But no, that's the main place. We were gonna try to eat there when we were downtown, but I didn't realize it was literally booked out usually all day on the weekends. So
I mean,
I
it was
didn't
a
think about
Friday
that.
night that we were trying to eat.
yeah, but it was also
big
booked
city.
out until the end of Saturday as well. So it was kind of like whatever. But yeah, so we were gonna go there, but that's fine. But no, we ended up hitting Navy Pier, Millennium Park. We went and saw the Big Bean because you gotta go to the Bean.
What?
There's a big reflective bean in
Okay, I gotta
Millennium
look at-
Park.
I gotta look
Yes,
this up.
look
The
it up.
I know
Big,
the one.
Look up
I had it-
Chicago the Bean.
the big bean.
I had an argument with one of my friends about the about the-
what the fuck is this?
architecture set for Chicago because
yeah.
I don't know how he got onto the topic, but because he got it and he was like getting some of the buildings just to fill out like a micro city he was building, and you can probably
Yeah.
guess who it is, Brent.
Yeah.
But we were arguing about because on the box it called it Millennium Park, and I said to him like, oh, you know, it's only a couple pieces, so you can just chuck it anywhere in the city. And he's like, oh no, it's only one piece. And I'm like, what do you mean one piece? And he's like, oh, it's just that reflective ball, that silver ball. And I was like, well, no, because there are also trees next to it. It's like on
Yeah.
a 2x2, and then there are trees next to it. It's like, well, those are also part of that thing. and we never actually like came to a conclusion when either of us were right.
No, the trees are probably supposed to be part of it because again, it's in Millennium Park. It's a big concrete area that it's on, but it's surrounded by a bunch of trees. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of
Hmm.
it might as well be the equivalent of like Central Park in New York, except we're like slapped up against a lake. So like it's kind of up against the
Right.
lake with a freeway in between it and the lake.
A
But yeah, we
freeway.
hit that.
Wow. You hit the
Yeah.
freeway.
No, the lake hits the freeway. No.
Oh.
No, we walked by we walked on one side and then like so we were walking the lake trail down because we went from Millennium Park down to the Field Museum, which I wish we had gotten more time to spend in there, but
Yeah,
like
that,
there was a
that's
lot of
very
cool stuff there, not gonna lie.
The Field
Um,
Museum.
Yeah. It's like there's literally a huge campus that's got like a planetarium, an aquarium,
Oh,
the Field
whoa.
Museum, which is a giant building. It's really cool.
What is the
Um,
Field Museum? Like, what
it's
is actually in there?
it's like a natural history museum almost.
Oh, dang. That's awesome. Oh, dang. Why aren't you
That's the
going
best
there?
I'm
description
trying
that I
to think
saw.
if that's the most accurate. I think that's the most accurate way to describe
Yeah.
it.
We went through the Egyptian room and like the mineral rooms that they had on display. There's a lot of stuff that we wish we could have gone and looked at, but they closed at 5 and
We got
Yeah,
there around 4.
yeah.
What the heck? How did you not leave enough time to go do these things?
Oh, you're just kind of walking around. It was most efficient from the parking garage we were at to go there last.
Right.
Because it was just kind of like, oh, we'll go here, and then I guess we'll go here, and then I guess we'll go to this thing, sort of
Right,
thing.
okay.
But
So it's just chill.
yeah,
You didn't really
sorta.
plan to go there, I guess. Right.
We had talked about it. It was on the list of things we could do, sort of
We
thing.
wanted to,
you know.
for me specifically, I wanted to do a museum. That was my one thing. Like, just a museum, preferably not art, because I get bored easily. Sorry, art fans. I prefer science, technology, and history.
Yeah,
I
was gonna say,
I told
that's way better than art.
I told my
I mean, you
told
saw
her
the bean,
this
right?
story. Yeah, of
Yes.
course. We saw the bean. That's technically an art thing. But
We walked
no,
past plenty of sculptures.
oh yeah.
Once
We're
you've seen the
you know,
bean, you're no longer keen
to see
to
the
see
bean.
more art. Yeah.
I mean, you see the bean once. To be honest, you don't really need to go back. It's a big reflective bean. It's
I
fine.
mean, that's the
It's
highlight,
still
right?
pretty cool.
Do you think you could,
Yeah.
like, can you go inside the bean?
You can go
No,
under it.
you can go under the bean.
Oh, there's someone living in that bean. The bean president.
I mean, there's enough touching the ground that maybe
higher
there
than the
is like a
President of
little thing.
America. It goes President of America, and then above him, Bean Man,
Bean Man.
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean. Turns out Mr. Bean lives in the Chicago Bean. But no, I've been to the Chicago Art Institute once before. This was like a decade ago when there was mom and her daughter that my mom knew from online that were staying with us. And
Is
we
this
went
the
down to Chicago
plane?
and walked around.
This is the plane story.
Yes, I told
Oh
you
my
this story.
God.
No, we went to the Chicago Art Museum once. This was like a decade ago. So this is not as old Flobbit or Garrett. But
What?
no. So most of the museum we were just kind of wandering around, but we went through I feel like it was a fashion or something like thing that they had in there. I don't remember who it was or what it was, but no, it was like one of the temporary ones, like touring sort of thing. And we had been to the gift shop and we got like a couple packs of like 1-inch wide origami paper. And me and the girl from Australia were really bored. So our moms had no idea we did this. My sister knew that we did it. She just didn't say nothing. She wasn't gonna snitch. But we were like we would go over to the wall and like we were just like messing around with the origami paper because we were bored, and we made little paper airplanes and threw them on top of the glass cases.
Oh
Oh my
my goodness.
gosh. Oh.
Nobody gave a shit.
It's
What the
pretty funny.
hell? How did you not get? How is no one spying?
I don't know.
That is actually nuts. Also,
had
what a
my
freaking
two
rebel
youngest si-
child! I would never. What the hell? What the heck? I didn't know you were such a rebel. Wow.
See, I would say that I don't know how my mom didn't notice, but she had my two younger siblings with her in the double-seater stroller, so like she had plenty to focus on along with
Right.
the
No, watching
displays. Yeah. I mean,
You're teaching them
we weren't
how
like
to be
damaging
rebellious.
anything. We were just bored as hell, so we were making little paper airplanes,
Sakes.
chucking them on top
How
of the
old were
glass
you?
cases. This is like, I probably had to be like 11, 12, 13. Something like that.
Come on, man. That's old enough to know better. Come on.
Well,
Oh,
mean,
I
he
knew
didn't
better.
say he didn't know better.
I knew, we
fairness.
knew better. We just we didn't care. Nobody yelled at us. Like I'm pretty sure there was security guards that definitely saw us do it.
Yeah,
and
some
just
poor guy
didn't
has to
care.
go and like clean it up
That's
later.
what I
Yep.
He's
said,
gonna-
bro.
That is what she
They're gonna like
That's
fall
exactly what I
over,
said.
fall onto the freaking art thing, smash the pieces. They're they're gonna get fired. They're gonna lose their job, and then they're gonna have to go live in the bean. All right.
Imagine there's actually like some news footage from like back then when and like priceless dress or something like that from the 1800s or something it was destroyed at the Chicago Art Institute. It's just the guy's like, yeah, I had to climb up on top of the cases to get these little paper airplanes off that I think some kids threw up there, and the glass just shattered and I fell.
You know what would have
Bro's got,
happened
like, a
next, right?
cast.
BS on that. Like, no one
You know what
would
would have
believe him.
happened? Yeah. You know what would have happened next, right? That would have become the art. This smashed glass and
Yeah.
the origami planes. They wouldn't
10
have cleaned
years
it up.
later,
Yeah, they would have
10
been
years
like,
later,
there you
that's
go.
the art piece.
Unknown artist, and it's your freaking origami plane.
You know, I gotta
Priceless.
say, I hate modern art. Modern art is so stupid. Here's a square.
Oh, it is.
It's a square.
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes I'm like, that's cool, and then sometimes I'm like, that's just bullshit. Where'd you pull that out of the garbage?
I mean,
Fuck's sakes.
there was one that was I don't think it was that museum. No, I think it was at the Milwaukee Art Museum. There was one that is there. I don't know if it is there or was there, but it was literally just like a fairly large canvas, and just had like 4 slightly different shades of like white or cream color, like just down it.
Like
That's
an ombre?
all. Huh?
Like an ombre? Like going darker to lighter? Or
Sort of, yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Like somebody just took like a paint swatch from the hardware store, bought the paint, and just like tried to copy it.
Amazing.
Upscaled. Are you sure you weren't just like in a paint store? Like you were
No,
like, this modern art is
unfortunately.
trash, and they're like, are you sure? Do you want to buy some? Like, do you want to buy some paint, sir? Are you okay? You're like,
Guarantee someone
man,
bought that.
who's
for
gonna
way too
buy
much.
this art? And then,
Who
but then
would
the
buy all
another
these?
person
Why do you have so many of
also
them?
made the same mistake, and they're like, yes. What does it mean? It is a metaphor
And there's just
for
some
life.
dude in like a red
The
vest,
shades
just
of
like,
life. I will
um,
pay 10 billion pounds. Yes, I'll take it. Yeah, it's going in my living room.
do
Yes.
you take a check?
You and
Let me go get my
cold hard
manager.
cash. They do a whistle, and then like 4 guys with like briefcases come in and like,
Sunglasses,
blow
black
the
suits. They take the
Yeah.
painting down.
covers. Yeah, exactly. And the guy from like the paint
Amazing.
shop's just like, oh.
But no,
alright."
so that's what tween Garrett did at the Chicago
What a
Art
freaking
Institute.
rebel! What a freaking rebel!
I'm just better. All right.
Kaz, you like dating a bad boy?
He's not a bad boy, that's for sure.
Uh,
Oh my
Did you say
goodness.
that's unfortunate?
No,
Oh, I
that's
thought-
not what I said.
Okay.
At least that's not what I consciously said. It's
You're a
4 in the
bad
morning.
boy.
I don't know at this point.
Okay.
But yeah, so we went to the Field Museum. I gotta send you a video because some chick so there's in the middle of it there's like a big like open area and like all the exhibits are like on the different levels on the outside of the building sort of thing.
Right.
So there's like walkways around this big sort of auditorium area, and there's a chick that came in and started playing Jurassic Park music on a saxophone, and I got a video of it. It was really cool,
It
That's
was
fucking
really
awesome.
cool.
like echoing
She
through
was
the
How have
really
you
building.
not sent that to me already? What the heck, man?
I don't know. I've been really.
He
I
hasn't
haven't
gone
said
through his photos. We haven't even sent our photos to my server yet.
no. I gotta just do that.
Yeah, we're
And
pretty
I
behind on that.
won't be linking any photos, but they will probably go in one of our Discords. So if you go to one of our Twitches, you'll find your way there
Fuck, I
probably.
forgot we were doing a podcast for a second. Now I was
But
like, what the hell are you
if
talking
you
about?
could probably if you just look up if you just look up Chicago Brickworld 2023, that's the year we're in, folks. Haha, I know that.
The hesitation, though.
If you just look it up, there's definitely tons of videos out there. In fact, one of the nights, I believe it was Saturday night, because it's only open. It was only open Saturday and Sunday to the public during the day, but we were, of course, in the area just because we weren't going to drive all the way back up to Wisconsin 2 hours to sleep and then go back down. We just got an
Yeah, that's
Airbnb
fair.
down there.
Mhm.
But no, like they had we didn't realize how many events were going on. Like we got like this booklet from one of the streamers, EO Dog, who's there for multiple days. But there was stuff going on a little bit on Wednesday, a bunch on Thursday, a bunch on Friday, and you had to have like
This was one of
the
my
passes.
questions. I have
Yeah.
no idea what actually was there. I know you all had photos with each other, and I was like, what's the point? no, but like not rudely like what's the point, but like what's actually there? Like
So-
what was actually there?
So Flobbit took pictures of every single Star Wars mock in the entire
Basically.
floor, and I took
I think
pictures
I
of
missed a
literally
few.
anything else. So between the two of us, we got the whole convention covered. Pretty, you know.
We didn't
So it's
actually get to
all actual
walk
Lego
all of it.
displays.
Yeah,
No, we
I mean,
missed-
'Cause I
there's
didn't even
also
know that.
vendors. There's also vendors, yeah,
Yeah.
who are
Right.
overpriced because convention. But
Mhm.
because the whole idea is like kids see the sets and they're like, oh well, we'll buy it because the kid
Mhm.
wants it and it's here, sort of thing. Even though it's like way overpriced compared to like retail or Bricklink.
Mhm.
Just realized.
Not
only-
taking shots, but because I understand why y'all do it. I don't know if there's any listening. I understand why y'all do it. I just like I'm not gonna, unless there's something that I'm like, ooh, that looks like a good deal. I'm not gonna pull the trigger. I got I showed off on stream last night. I got 3 Lego pieces. That's all I walked out with.
That's pretty
2
good.
tiles
honestly.
and a dark saber.
I walked out with 2 poly bags, one from 1986, I think, when I looked it up.
Oh really? Shit.
and
What was it?
it's a little basic Santa.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It's really
That's
cute.
so cute.
And then
it's
the
really
other
cool.
one is much closer to today. I didn't check the year on that one, but
Is that one you
it's
bought, or
got
was
a
that one that
doggy.
Zach gave you, or Amish?
no, those are. Well, now I'm second guessing it because Zach did give me one, didn't he? I thought
No,
he gave
Zach
me.
gave you the VIP one, the VIP.
That's what I
promo.
thought. Okay, no, Zach and Amish both gave me. They both gave me the
Basically, we like met up
VIP.
with a bunch of the like larger streamers, and like they all were just like passing stuff to Kaz, and then Kaz would just pass it to me to put in my bag.
Well, my bag was already full. I'm sorry.
I'm being fair.
So
It's just
who'd
kind
you
of
meet?
funny.
I want a list. What and check it twice. Tell me how many. Who'd you meet?
Flobbit met someone that he knew and got a picture. I don't know who
I
that-
didn't know them. I knew of them. M&R Productions, fairly large YouTuber, does a lot of Lego Star Wars stuff. I got a picture with him last year, but it wasn't a great picture. This time, I got a better picture. I was just like, "Thanks, man. Cool."
Alright.
He had no idea who I was, but
Hey,
Not
this
always
guy
how
was
it
here
is.
last year.
yeah, I said, "I'm like, hey, I met you last year, but like, I'll take another picture."
You
He's
should
like,
go
"Hell
for
yeah!"
next year. Just like go. Hey man, get
Every
over.
year, 'cause
Every
last
year.
year was the first year he went to that show, so I'm gonna get him every year now.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And then you should get him to sign the pictures. And like
Last
in
year,
like 10 years, after like 10 years of him
Yeah.
turning up to everything, you go up to him with every single picture. You're like, "Can you sign these, please?" And he's like,
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
last year I
Oh,
actually
God.
because he's the one that basically started the push and like led the push for Lego to make a 501st battle pack. I had him sign 2 of them last con, so those are in my storage unit, hopefully appreciating in value.
Amazing. As far as community members go, approximately in order, we met Bricks O'Brien, Scotty Rotten, Tessin Time, Pinwheel, GBC, and then we met up with Matt from Bricks, Greg from Law Lego, Greg B, and then Mapping the Miles. That's Dave. He was displaying. And then
Greg was really cool.
We passed by Apollo Vera. April B and Lego Wiz were there. We didn't talk to them. Phoenix was there. We didn't talk to her. And then the excuse me, the boys came in later, and that was Zach and Rutledge, Amish Ace, AZ Pinoy. Panfred Nudo was somewhere. We didn't see him until that evening.
Yeah, no, you didn't show up with Amish, Zach, and AZ.
And then Lightning JR was also with them.
Yeah.
EO
Wasn't
Dog.
yeah.
EO Dog,
We hung out with EO a lot.
Yeah, we did.
He's awesome.
He is awesome. He's
Just as
extremely
cool as he
sweet.
is
That's awesome.
online. Love you, man.
For
You're
real.
great. Actually, the best.
I think that's everyone we
I think-
met. Date. Oh no, and
I
then
think
Brick and
no,
Nick. We
Minion
ran into Brick
Minion
and
was
Nick.
there as well because he had his yellow suit on.
Oh, that's
like-
right. We saw Minion Gun, One Broccoli, Disco Duck 99. That's right. We saw them.
Yep. Disco Duck was hungover.
Disco was hungover. Zach was high on painkillers because he tore his Achilles skipping down Main Street in Disneyland.
So he was just kind of floating through the COD, except like, even though he had like the boot on, like
He was
bro
supposed to
like
have
would
a
just
scooter.
disappear. Yeah, he had a scooter, but the battery died. But like he had like did he have crutches?
No.
No, he just had the boot, the big boot on his foot and leg. But bro like would just disappear really quick. It was kind of funny. Like bro is high and like looks like he's like disabled, but bro would just like, oh, where'd he go? What the heck?
Mm-hmm. He really would.
So
We also the
shout
list
out
is
to all
not
those
done.
peeps.
That list
Oh
is
my
not
God.
done, Wilmus. There's still
Oh
like
my
10
God.
more people to go.
Everybody was there. I
Everyone was
swear.
there. We ran into Goddess of D's very briefly with her true kiddos. We saw her. That was the first day. I think that's everyone from the convention. And then that night we had dinner. Who else was at that table? We sat by Scotty, Test, Goddess, her kids, Pinwheel, and someone else who was by the window who I don't recall.
No, I don't remember.
Who
They
is that
were gone pretty
streamer
quick,
by
though.
the window.
And then everyone else that went to the convention was at another table of like 20, I think, people at that point.
Yeah.
We didn't
Fun.
really go by them because they were the ones who got there first, so they filled up
It
that
was
table,
full.
and then we got one off to the side.
With everybody else that also wasn't able to get in on that table.
Exactly. And
But yeah, it
then-
was so many people.
And then later that night, we met up with everyone else, and then that
It
was
was back at the hotel room because at the hotel place, rather, because we didn't get a hotel, we got an Airbnb like 10 minutes away. But no, so the convention center is linked to a hotel that has a ballroom and a few restaurants in there as well. And
It
has
was really
like some
nice.
hangout areas. It's a really nice place. They might have to change venue next year
Yeah.
because it is. So basically, what happened is like so many people were displaying and things like that people like lugs or like people who had a bunch of space like were willing to give up table space for other people to display. So like they had like a little trophy thing that was like space saver superhero something or other. I don't remember what it said, but yeah, there were so many people that people were giving up space to others to display.
Yeah.
So
that
like
was
there
really
could have been
awesome, though.
even more there that we didn't get to
gosh.
see.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was a lot. But
Yeah.
no, like so we went and hung out after the show in this area in the hotel. It was just kind of a hangout area. It was really chill. Really chill.
There's still more people to list.
Yeah.
Like, we're still
Oh
not done.
my god.
There's still more people. So that night we met, or I guess the other people that were there. We didn't necessarily meet everyone, but Qui-Gon Jen, she used to stream, but doesn't for the time being. I don't know if she plans to come back.
We got she was giving out mini 3D printed magnetic dicks. That was cool.
It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny.
Right.
There's a story to go with that in a minute. We'll loop back
Yeah.
to that.
we'll circle back.
Oh my gosh, we met Matt Mellish at the convention on Saturday too. How did we forget Matt? That's sad. And Kit Fisto. So those we met at the convention. Okay, and then that night, Ono Creates. We met Handplant. We actually saw Panfred Nudo that time. The local brick shop was there. His girlfriend, Baby Oil of Truth, was there. Oh my goodness gracious. Who else was there? Bricklock was there. Skrills was there.
There's a big group photo that'll go up in the Discords from that night.
I think I saw a big
I don't
group
think
photo
I'm-
before.
Yeah, I
But
posted
I'm not sure
it.
if that's the one.
I posted it.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there anyone I'm missing from that big photo?
I don't know.
Um,
But that's
there were two
at that
people-
point.
There are two people that I don't know who are in this photo.
Yeah. We
But,
never like we
yeah.
asked
Helpful.
we asked a few
I'm
people
sorry.
and we were like, "Do you guys know who these people are?" They were like, "Yeah, I don't know." It was like, "Okay."
What if there were
So
just
we're
some
sorry
random
if you
people
hear this
that
one
just,
day,
like,
we
turned
don't
up to
know.
have a photo with
They
Well,
have
they
badges. I
obviously
can
do
see in the
some
photo they
people
have
there.
badges.
Yeah.
No, Handplant was, or I guess everyone who had a costume on stream, they brought their costume with them. So Handplant was in her Lego brick, her little 2x2 Lego brick costume.
So what did you two dress up as?
Me,
A
myself,
nerdy
and
convention goer. That's what
Right,
I
I
went
see.
as. I had
Wow.
my
No, I
Star
just-
Wars hat, my Star Wars shirt,
I
my Star Wars bag.
I listed everyone that's in the photo. No, Bricks O'Brien brought his penguin costume. Fred had his
Bro, I
noodle
want to know how many
costume.
steps Brooks O'Brien got over the weekend because bro was
He
making
was just
loops
doing
around the convention
laps.
all weekend.
That was
Great.
crazy.
Like we would just be somewhere and suddenly he would just be walking past. It's like, how many laps is that?
Honestly,
How many you at?
Yeah, no, that's everyone in the group photo. I listed, but who else had their costumes with them?
Pan Fred had his costume with him.
Yeah, I said Fred.
Oh, did you? Okay, I don't remember.
It's okay. I thought they said. I know Zach and Amish dressed up in their like, not quite Lego like, what tuxes I guess suits.
Oh yeah.
They were
I
wearing
think I
those.
saw pictures of that, but
They
yeah,
had
because
them
everybody
with,
else had
rather.
most people had badges, so they were doing stuff on Friday. We just had day
Thursday.
passes
And Saturday night.
Yeah, they actually there's we'll again circle back to the 3D printed dicks, but no, there were a lot of events, just like little panels, I guess you could say, workshops sort of things that went on just for people who had like the all day badges that wasn't open to the public sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That we didn't get to do, but while we were sitting up there with a bunch of people, most of them were actually down on the show floor because they can't do this while the public's there because it's too many people and kids and things. But they shut off all the lights and people turn on all the lighting in their models, and people will design their models specifically just for this short time period, like couple hour time period where they shut the lights off. I was watching a TikTok live stream of one of the guys that was in there, and it was so cool. Like,
It really was.
oh, like we were sitting out there. Like there was broccoli, and I think Minion as well. I showed. We were just kind of watching the TikTok live stream just to be like, ooh, what's in there?
I guess that night we also met Victorious.
Yeah,
I think that was the first time we met Victorious. He's a viewer, in our community. It was nice to get to meet him, as well.
Yeah, there were so many people.
There were so many people. There's more for Sunday, but sticking with Saturday night. Coming back to the 3D printed, phallic objects. Minion Minion Gun on stream, he made his own chainmail. Excuse me. And the chainmail is magnetic, as one would expect. So we had the little
I see
3D,
where this is going.
the little 3D printed dicks had their little magnets, and so we were using him as a dartboard, trying to land on his nipples.
There was some
Dick
alcohol
nips.
involved.
Yes, there was definitely some alcohol was consumed
I
from all
see.
parties, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
We weren't drunk, but you know there was
It was
You were
still
being
fun.
very silly
Libations.
buggers.
yeah, there were libations in people's
Right.
systems.
I see.
It was so funny though.
It was the dumbest thing. There's a great picture of him with like his hands on his hips with the stupid little dicks on his nipples. It was great.
It is pretty funny.
Oh my
Yeah. What
goodness.
time did we end up leaving? It was pretty late. Like
It was probably
it was
1:30.
yeah, it was like
Somewhere
1:30
in
or
there.
something. Cuz I think they were up way late. Like I said, Saturday Disco Duck was hungover. They were up a lot later Friday nights.
Yeah, there were
I
more
think till
people
like
there
3 or something.
Friday night
Yeah,
as
more.
well. I think Minion said it was 4. They were up until 4.
Was
Friday
it 4?
night.
Yeah, Minion said 4. So yeah, it was Friday night was party night apparently.
I mean, I'm happy that we went on Saturday instead. I don't know that I could
a
handle
bit
that
more
many
chilled
drunk
out.
adults. I don't know if I could handle
Yeah,
that many.
fair.
Do you
I
want
could
to
have
also
handled
be a
it.
drunk adult?
See, the unfortunate thing is I wouldn't have been able to because I was the driver. She could have, but like,
No, you don't.
I
want
had
that.
a drink
You don't-
on
The way you
Saturday
said
night.
that
was
was just like it was so. I don't know. That just sounded so weird. Drunk adults is not is like as if you're not an
as
adult.
if you're like technically not so.
No, I mean,
Adults that are
we're-
older than us.
yeah, we're among the youngest in the community, as you
Yeah.
all know.
I guess
All the
that's,
ones
that's
here.
what I refer to, like
Drunk,
real
middle aged.
Yeah,
You know.
middle-aged adults.
Right.
who are into nerdy stuff.
I mean,
I
broccoli was broccoli and
Broccoli
Minion are
is-
closer to our age than I thought.
Broccoli is exactly 1 day older than me. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
His birthday's the
bro
day
looks
before
like he's
mine.
like 7 years older. Sorry, broccoli.
I mean, Minion looks like he's younger.
It's
than
the
he is,
beards.
too.
It's the beards, honestly.
I guess Minion technically looks older, but he is younger than he appears. That's what I meant to say. Minion's only 25.
If I could actually grow a beard, maybe I would look less like I'm 14.
Oh my goodness. No.
Yeah, we walked around a little bit of the show on Saturday,
there
but
was
we
too much
got in like
socializing.
immediately in the morning, but like it was packed. Like
Mhm.
packed. So a lot of people just weren't showing up. So like we went and found Scotty and Tested Time on the show floor.
Mhm.
And then went and saw Pinwheel, I believe, and then
Yep.
we walked out and just outside the exit talked to them
Greg and
and
Matt.
Greg and Matt and them and Dave, because it was like we got our like hand stamps so we could go back in later, which we did. It was just brutally busy. So like it was literally like you were having to squeeze past people to get anywhere, essentially. So
Mhm.
yeah, it was a lot. I
Right.
think that's what I think we later saw EO later. I think we
Yeah.
met him at the front or
Mhm.
something. But yeah,
Yeah, we did.
we hung out with EO most of the show.
That's good.
Yeah,
I like EO.
he
Yeah.
is the best. Love you, EO.
He's very sweet for sure.
But yeah, we sat out there and talked. Did we? Because then we went back in a little bit later.
Mhm.
And that's when we met EO, and we got a little bit of the show floor done. We by no means like got to look at everything, just because
Yeah, no kidding.
we spent so much time just talking to people and meeting
Which is-
people and
Which is
stuff,
the more
which
important part, in my
yeah,
opinion.
exactly.
Because like it, like yeah, the Lego's important, but it's the community we've built around it that I attach to.
It's
I
about
can't
the
Yeah,
speak
like
friends
for
we made
everyone
along the
else.
way.
Everyone else that were there that aren't part of the Twitch community are probably like, what the heck is going on with all those people I'm throwing? Like, yeah, guy in chainmail, person throwing dicks around, you know, like.
Yeah, thankfully, this was after hours that we did the dick throwing.
Right.
This was
There
after
wasn't some
hours, like
child
out
like
in a
going,
hotel.
I love looking at Lego City. Oh, what the fuck? There's a,
Bro gets
a
hit in the
dick
face
thrown
with
at
a little
me.
3D printed plastic dick.
Oh my god!
mommy?
Nah,
Ah,
Jen definitely knew better.
this isn't Lego. It's not Lego. It's not part of the Lego system. It
Yeah,
doesn't have
we-
any kind of connections.
Yeah, we had 3 of them. We were playing chainmail dick dartboard with because Minion and
Fuck's sakes.
Broccoli had them, and then Qui-Gon Jinn showed up and gave Cass one. Did you lose that, by the way?
No, I found it.
Okay,
I found it when I was at
that's a
work.
prized
and
possession right
everyone
there.
Looked at me
You
like
found
I was
your
a
dick?
crazy person. I found because
Yeah, it's in your backyard.
No, I was.
You found your dick in your backyard.
No, your
no,
backyard.
No,
Your dick.
No, stop. Flobbit, stop. No, I was at work and I was on the phone with Flobbit on Friday, probably something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I lost my dick. And there were like two or three other people in the break room. I see them turn and look at me, and I'm just casually talking to Flobbit. I just casually am talking to Flobbit as if no one's there because
And I'm
I
just
forget
like,
sometimes.
aren't there people in the break room with you? And she's like, yeah, it's fine.
No, I was tearing apart my purse trying to find my dick, and I kept telling him like I can't find my
Guys,
dick, I can't find it.
I've lost my dick.
No, it sounds insane to anyone who has no idea why I would have something.
Were you
And then-
actually
and then
like?
I found
Did
it.
you look upset when you were like trying to find? I've lost it. I can't
I
find it.
mean, not like upset, just more of like a hey, where is it kind of deal, you know. And then I
My
found
dick
it,
at?
and then I found it, and then I put it in. So I have a little silicone gator that goes around like a little hand sanitizer bottle, but I left my bottle here at the apartment, and so I put the dick in the gator's mouth and had it eat it. Just hold on to it.
Fuck's
I didn't want to lose
sakes.
it. I didn't want to lose it again. So I had to put
You
it
gotta put
somewhere.
it anywhere. Why there?
Because that's what I knew I wouldn't lose it if it was in that. So that's what I had to do. I'm sorry, everyone,
God's
for
sake.
having to listen to that.
Oh,
my
shit.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
This is okay. Welcome on as our second guest.
Yeah, it's been
This is the
interesting.
second guest. The first episode, our first guest we talked about had a convention. Does that mean with the third guest we've also has to have been seeing them at a
Damn.
convention as well?
You gotta set that up.
Damn, gotta have another convention. Fuck.
It's always gotta be conventions, man.
Just-
But no, yeah.
There were like 800 people at Brickworld. Just get one of them to come on, just casually.
Jeez
Doesn't matter if they.
No,
Doesn't
it's gotta
matter
be
if
a
they know
different
you.
convention every time.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
but what's the next
Okay, here.
convention?
There's a Lego convention in Toronto in a couple weeks, so just,
Oh, in a
just
couple
have-
weeks, sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be
No, it's after Flobbit gets back.
right.
It's July.
I don't think we've talked about
21st,
that
2nd, and
on here
23rd.
either.
Oh yeah, we should
We should end with that. We'll talk about
we
it.
can end with that, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we hung out with people on Saturday night. And then
tried to walk the convention Sunday with EO,
we
and then we
got
met up
another like third. We got I'd say we
I
walked
think we-
about half of it over the weekend,
No,
not
I think
including
we
the
hit,
shops.
No, I think we hit because we hit the far left side, and then we got most of the right side. So I feel like
I don't think we got we
And then the-
stopped like just before the tables that were next to most of the vendors, because the vendors were like kind of in this aisle like straight down the middle of the convention center.
that's why I think we have just the middle third that we missed.
Yeah, so I guess we hit more like 2/3 sort of thing.
Yeah, somewhere between a half.
Fine.
And
There's
you
a
didn't
lot of
get
cool
all the way
stuff.
through it. Damn.
No,
No.
if we had
definitely not.
gotten passes, which next year I will definitely be getting a pass,
Absolutely.
or badge or whatever it is.
Absolutely.
That's definitely something I'm gonna do.
Next year I
Um,
should join you. That'd
Yeah. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
you know, I would love to do traveling more. You know, I'll
Do
go
it.
traveling more. I
Do
was
it.
like, freaking, let's go America field trip, just like field trip. I felt like I'm going on like an expedition. Yes, we're going into the
He's got his
field.
hat, his binoculars. Oh my god, it's a
Oh
Chicago.
my god, it's a whole bunch of Lego nerds in
Holy
their
shit, it's a big
environment,
reflective
throwing dicks
bean.
at each other again.
That's
My
pretty much.
natural
habitat.
Oh my goodness.
And
Yeah,
there's
some-
a fucking giant bean.
Amazing. No,
But,
Sunday
yeah,
we tried
walked
to actually
around.
walk.
Yeah.
And then we were with EO, and then Victoria showed up for a little bit, and then we met Monica Berry, who is another viewer in the community. She was displaying, and then
Oh,
we met up with Blackjack Sass and her boyfriend very briefly. She is very high energy.
She is very high energy.
She is. She very much is.
her boyfriend does not match her vibe, and it's kind of funny.
Well, he might have just been shy. I don't know.
I mean that's also fair.
Because it's not
Maybe
like
you
you were
need that, though.
particularly chatty either.
Yeah,
Flowey.
true.
Yeah,
So-
maybe it's like the absorber. You
The
know,
absorb.
it's
the,
like
the
they balance
absorbaloff.
out. No, but like they balance out, right? She's like a real positive charge, and then he, I guess, is the negative charge.
No,
you know,
I think
and then they
Damn.
balance
I
out.
feel like
You
he's
don't get
yeah.
a
Don't
complete shock.
no give
No,
him,
no,
give
but
him-
I'm just
give him
saying-
neutral. Give him neutral. Don't give him.
No, that's what I'm
give him
saying. They
negative.
neutral out. You know, no, I'm not saying he's. I'm not saying they're negative, like a negative person. I'm saying like, you know, you know what I'm saying. Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
opposites attract. That's what he's trying
Yeah.
to say.
Um,
By calling
That-
her
yeah, we
boyfriend
saw
negative.
them walked
Exactly.
around a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
We were just kind of like this group that was wandering, like looking past tables and stuff. So
Yeah, that was fun
That's good.
though. It really
Yeah.
was. And then we couldn't find Matt at all on Saturday after that.
like we
first
saw him like
meeting.
once and then like not at all day.
And then I swear we bumped into him at least 5 times on Sunday.
Yeah, at least 5 times. Like it was like the 4th time was the time we were like, oh yeah, we were gonna say bye, and then we bumped into him again and just started talking again as
That's
the show was ending.
Yeah. To be clear, because there are so many Matt. This is Matt Mellish, not Brooks Bricks Matt. Not that anyone knows the difference necessarily. That's just that's a
okay.
note for me. It was Matt.
Note
Matt
to
Mellish.
self.
Yeah, a verbal note to self.
Yeah. But yeah, it was
It sounds like a
I-
great time.
It
it was a
was.
great time. It was a lot of fun. Again, wish we had the badges because like literally there was a booklet that EODog had that we looked through. And there was just tons of stuff going on that wasn't even on the show floor. Like
Mhm.
little like talks or things like that, workshops. It was really cool.
It really was. Hey, at least we know for next year, right?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even know that these badge things existed, that there was more than just the public show it went on. I don't know why, but
I mean, you bought them so late anyway that the badges.
well,
were
I looked
long
into them
gone.
earlier and I didn't see anything about that, so I don't know. I gotta look.
It's-
I'll look at it
it's-
sooner next year.
Yeah, it's all good.
Now
we
that I
still had a
know.
great time.
Yeah,
Regardless. Because if we had the badges, we wouldn't have gone to estate sales on Thursday,
yeah,
and
true.
we wouldn't have done downtown on Friday. So I think it worked out the way it was supposed to.
Yeah, went to a couple of state sales up here in Wisconsin. There was one that had literally a fuck ton of Beanie Babies.
Yeah,
Like however many Beanie
you're
Babies
thinking,
you think, it's more.
it's like 5 times more than the most Beanie Babies you've ever seen at one time. There were so many Beanie Babies. It was
Like every room, even the
hilarious.
bathrooms had Beanie Babies in them.
every single. Oh, and then the
Sakes.
resin.
That's kinda
the
gross, honestly.
Resin
Oh my god,
Go ahead and talk about the art project a little bit.
bro! Well, I sent pictures to I sent the links to my sister because I bought a few things for my sister. Like I got her like some candles and stuff. But I sent her the links. I didn't see the picture, but in one of the bathrooms, like sitting on the side of the tub with the price tag on it, was this like resin toilet seat and lid with that was clear and it had like coinage inlaid into it for some reason. Why? Who thought this looked good? I don't know, man.
They were trying to sell it for like 65 American.
Yeah, it
which
was way
like,
too much.
like,
Fuck's
bro,
sakes.
no.
It is not worth that.
What?
Like
It's-
exactly.
It's like the
That
art.
was weird.
It's like the
Yeah,
art museum whole
yeah, it's
situation
modern
again.
art, guys. Except
Modern
I'm pretty
art.
sure it was not new.
Oh gosh. Oh
And it's an
no.
estate sale, and yeah.
Oh my.
But no, and then another one was like, these people had money.
Bro.
Money.
Oh my god. Between the theater and the sauna and the wine cellar and the
Fuck
the
me.
full bar
Sh-
downstairs.
Full bar in the basement with huge
Chandeliers and
couches,
chandeliers and-
winding
Did you
like a
rob
sort
them?
of like. We should have.
Did we
Honestly,
what?
that would have been a good idea. But I mean, there wasn't a lot there to steal because it's an estate sale. So like
You gotta
all the
stop
like
the-
easily valuable
Let's
stuff.
see.
I mean,
They had
I
the
brought
I
it
bought
with me.
I bought a
had the,
couple
This is mine.
bathtub or
things from
something.
there. I bought the VHS set of the special editions for Star Wars, except it was missing
dang.
A New Hope, unfortunately. It's the same set that my dad has, so I was like, I'm gonna rescue this.
It's pretty cool.
So I got that. So it was just 5 and 6, but hey, I'll take it. And then I walked out with a battery backup for PCs. It was $25, and it was worth like $250 on Amazon. So I'm gonna take it. I
Right.
should have grabbed the other one because this one worked. Because I just tested it the other day and it worked fine. So I wish I'd grabbed
That's
the other
awesome.
one.
Hey, I mean, I'm glad that it worked because you didn't
One day
know
when I
there was
build
no
a
way to
NAS
test it.
server. One day.
Yeah. And then
But
I
yeah.
got this really cool art piece that I left up there in
It
his
left
trunk.
in my trunk.
In his trunk. It's made.
I found it on Tuesday when I went to work after dropping her off at the airport. I was like,
Oh,
well,
dang.
It's a framed art piece made out of watch parts. It depicts a scene of Big Ben and one of the double-decker red London buses.
That's pretty awesome. man.
It is really cool.
it's
Ah.
very nice.
It
I think one of the
is.
pieces broke off though because I like held
yeah.
it like sort of upside down and there's like a chunk that came off. But it's probably I
It's
feel
a
like
single piece.
there was a
I
picture
knew it was
taken, but-
already. Yeah, it was already off. I noticed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's still in the
awesome.
frame, so
Yeah, exactly. Adds
but yeah,
character,
no,
you know.
it was cool seeing the expensive house. Not gonna lie,
It
I don't
was
go into many
pretty
like
wild.
rich people's houses.
They had like
It was backed up against a golf
hand-painted-
course, and like there was like a pond out back.
Oh my gosh.
They had hand-painted
Dang.
murals on all of the walls at that point.
Oh my god.
They were really great.
What
they
the
had-
There was
they
an
had
indoor pool.
Money,
oh.
money.
How the hell did y'all
Money.
go there? Like,
It was
how
an
did
estate
An
sale.
estate sale.
Whoever owned the house died, and so they sold all their shit.
You should have
That's
turned
exact-
up being like, Uncle, my uncle.
It's like, that probably
my
happens a
God.
lot more than you think. I wouldn't
Oh
be
my
surprised.
goodness.
This is
I'm
all
pretty-
my stuff. He left it to me in this roll. You've just put like your name on a napkin. Yeah, that's all in the will.
Oh my god! I'm pretty sure that the all of the estate companies, they work very closely with the families.
Yeah.
So I don't think you could trick them. You could probably trick the other people shopping, but I don't think you could trick the.
But again, it's
actual
like I
people
wonder.
running
I guarantee that happens more often than you might think, because people
I don't know.
are weird.
I go to a
People
lot
are
of
pretty
estate
weird.
sales.
I mean,
I don't-
listen to
I
you
don't know.
two going on far.
There's a lot of
only-
stuff that happened.
There's only one more note that I wanted to have
Yeah.
about it to make about the trip. Is that on Monday we got to meet up with some of my family that lives up in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And that was really nice.
yeah.
I haven't seen them in
Didn't know
like 2
you had
years.
family up there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
back earlier in the year when I went down to visit her, we met up with some family that lives down there, but originally lived up in Wisconsin. And it was really weird because I was like mentioning locations. They're like, oh yeah, I'm like, whoa, I don't have to explain like a roundabout way, like where this is relative to me.
Yeah, my dad's side of the family is all from up in Wisconsin.
That's so weird. Out of like all of America, you two are like switched. Your families have like got locations in both places. That's so weird.
I don't think you have family down in Florida, do you?
No, but my dad's been down there quite a bit for work. Because the company he works for down there, he does IT, so like he's like the headquarters is in Milwaukee, so yeah, he ends up having to fly down there and fix their servers because their IT people are dumb.
I'm sorry, their
down there.
headquarters are where?
In Milwaukee.
And he has to fly to Milwaukee?
No, fly to Florida.
Okay. I misunderstood what you were saying. I'm fine. But yeah, no, meaning it's fine. I think you misspoke, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. But yeah, no, I gotta see some family, which is really awesome.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Yeah, and then now you can talk about the trip you're gonna take.
Before we get to that,
Go for it.
I got some. I want to get y'all's opinion on something. Okay.
Ooh,
Right?
okay.
All right.
All yours, you know. So the other day, right? This is just pretty much what happened to me this week. All right, you're getting my short snippet of what happened to me. I went bowling, all right, with a few friends. I got there, of course, like 2 hours early. So I went to the mall, and where the bowling place is on top of this like car park. You know, it's really run down. I do not take the elevator because it's so fucking dodgy. I'd
Yeah.
rather walk up
Yeah,
to
fair.
the five
I've been to
levels.
some places like
you know,
that in Milwaukee.
The floor's like uneven. When we did the bowling, like the machine broke every other turn. You know, but it's fine. It's great. It's a bar and also bowling, so like perfect, right? But anyway, that's not really the point. I went to the mall. This is the flashiest mall, right? In Auckland, okay? This is where the Lego store is. This is the fancy pants.
So yeah, if it has the Lego store, you know it's the fancy pants mall.
Yeah, this is
God.
the own actually no, it's not even the only. It's just the other day the Christchurch one opened. So it's the
That's
the
right.
first, but
Which means it's still the fanciest because it went there first.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, that's how it works. Cool.
Just
but
kidding.
I
Our
went
Lego
there.
store is definitely not in the mall that I would have chosen.
I went
it's
there.
fine.
Right? I went there, and I went to the bathroom, right? All right. This is where this story is going. And you know, I'm
Did you
at the
start
urinal.
throwing 3D printed magnetic dicks at a dude?
No.
Damn.
I'm not. This is okay. I'm acting. I'm not. I don't go out of my way to like talk to people and
Yes.
like you know me. Like this is just.
Yes.
I will not be. I'm not talkative. I'm not going out of my way to go blah 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 blah. We're only blah 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 on here because like y'all are my friends. And, yeah, it's pretty easy when it's like this.
Ooh.
But I'm at the urinal, you know, doing my thing as you do.
Jesus.
This is okay. Yeah, okay. And then another person walks in. I'm the only one in the bathroom, right? Out of all the spaces in the fucking bathroom,
Did he commit the biggest crime of men's bathrooms
comes
and take
right
the urinal
the-
next to you?
right next to me, out of
Oh
the
my
whole
fucking God.
fucking bathroom, right? And
Man
I'm
broke
like,
all the rules.
the fuck? What the fuck is this bullshit? Okay, I'm gonna be honest. All right, before I went in, I especially went and waited outside. But when someone was like, you know, before they were done, I waited outside. I was like, I'm just gonna go there by myself. It'll be great. Why did they have to come stand next to me? What the fuck is that? What is that? Is
For
that
those
what is
who
that?
don't know, this is a societal rule that you just abide by. You do not pick the urinal next to exactly next to another dude unless you absolutely have to. This man said fuck the rules essentially.
Yes. What this is some
It's a
I-
travesty, honestly.
I was just like, what the fuck? All right?
I think.
And
I
then,
screamed,
right,
like, oh nope.
It doesn't even
sorry.
end. It doesn't even end
You're good.
there. And then like fucking I'm like, okay. I go to freaking wash my hands and he like comes next to me and start like he's like copying my actions. Like going and washing his hands at the same time. Except he is the like he was so freaking nasty. He was like coughing and like slurping. It was like
Ugh.
I was just like, what the fuck? You're not following me out of here now, are you? But like, fuck. What the hell?
Bro.
Well,
even
okay, I just want to know y'all's opinion. What do you think was going through their heads?
I don't know, man.
Like, was this
I mean-
was this on purpose to mess with me? What is this? What? Who does
I don't
this?
know, man. I don't. The people who do not abide by society's rules, and I'm sorry that yes, there are a lot of society's rules that should not be abided by, but this is set in stone. This was carved at the beginning of urinals, when urinals were created.
Go we here. You know we here.
Leave space.
Ugu, what do we next to you? No, Ugu, go we over there.
Oh my lord.
Ugh, we here.
No, there's literally like I've seen like TikTok videos that like are that like show like stupid cartoons of like urinals and like put dudes at the urinals and they're like, where do you go? And like there are right and wrong answers, believe it or not.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Even as a woman, I know that y'all have this rule. That is so. Oh my
I
god.
can't. That's no.
Yeah, that was my week. That's just
Yeah,
been
that's
on my
terrible.
mind, you know.
I hate it.
It's been cursing me for a few days now. I'm just like, I'm never gonna recover from this.
Yeah, no, I can't blame you.
Oh my god.
I was being
That's
so
terrible.
careful. I was waiting for everyone to leave. You know, I didn't want to break the rule.
Exactly. You were being a good boy.
I mean, don't. No offense. Don't guys' bathrooms typically have a stall, like for, you know?
What do you mean?
Usually it's- there's
Yeah,
like an
like a-
actual stall versus just urinal. Like, if you really hate it, couldn't you just choose the stall?
that's
every
what.
time?
No, they were there. They had
But
they had toilets and stuff. You could go there.
he was already at the urinal, and this guy just decided, I'm gonna go over next to this man.
No, I understand that. I'm talking about you specifically, Wombus. Couldn't you?
There might have
go
been
out
somebody
of your
already
way-
using
I-
it.
No, he said he specifically waited, so there was no one else in there. Just take the damn
Yeah.
stall.
Yeah, but like once I was the only person like
He
going
didn't
in,
care.
I didn't
He didn't
care.
expect the dude to pick the one right next to him.
Exactly.
You know?
I expected
don't
someone to
expect
follow
that.
the rule.
I know.
I
but
thought you were gonna say like,
exactly.
"Why didn't you move?" And I'm like, "Well, once you get going, it's not hard to
No.
stop."
It's not like you could just pinch it off,
That is
man.
not what I was gonna ask. Oh my god.
Close peg.
No, I mean, couldn't you change your behavior from here on out to choose the stall first if you want the not have someone?
I
come up
mean,
next to
I
you?
could have, but I had a look, right? I wasn't gonna mention this, but they were pretty nasty. And this is the fancy one. I was pretty surprised, but they were nasty.
Nice.
I'm also a bit of a like.
That's because
know,
men's
a ge-
bathrooms are
I'm-
fucking disgusting. They're nasty.
That's
They
also
are
fair.
really fucking
They're
disgusting.
so gross.
Like, I'm
That's
not-
very
I'm-
fair.
I
Yeah.
do cleaning shifts
I don't
in my
know.
store. They're nasty. The floor is
Yeah.
always nasty. Just
covered
men are
in
gross. I'm
freaking
sorry.
piss.
Men
Y'all
don't
are
know how
so
to
nasty.
aim. It's
It is
bad.
nasty. I'm not
Y'all-
okay. That's especially why I
y'all
did not go in the store because
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a. I'm gonna admit this now. I'm a bit of a germaphobe. Okay, Well, I
Yeah,
shouldn't say
fair.
that. I don't know. I am.
No,
I am. You've seen me
You can
like
give it
on
one.
stream be like, oh, time to go clean my hands for like no reason, just because I've got to like.
It's fair.
It's in
I
my
mean,
mind,
honestly.
you know. Like I don't like things on my hand. I don't like certain. You know.
It's
hold on.
I mean,
understandable.
yeah. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
Yeah.
No, I
But no, I
I
get
got you.
this man broke the rules
He
and
broke the freaking
just-
rules.
uh,
Ah.
just thinking about it, I hate it so much. It pisses me off, man. Actually, like he went out of his way to just
Oh
like
yeah. That's what I'm
hold the
saying. Like,
finger to
did he go
society.
out of his way to
I don't
like
know.
actually mess with me? This is what I've been
Oh
thinking.
my
Like,
God.
you wouldn't.
I mean,
That's
he
the-
wasn't,
I
like,
was at the
taking
furthest
peeks,
point
like-
from the door. That's the thing. Like, it wasn't like,
Ugh.
oh, this is the quickest place to go.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, well.
that's unfortunate. I'm sorry, Wombus.
That's okay.
Hate it.
It's
Yeah,
alright.
that's
It's
not
okay.
fun.
But yeah. I guess we'll end it out here with
On that note.
sort of an announcement. So this is the last like recording that we'll be doing before I fly to New Zealand to go hang out with Brent and Ben. Hell yeah. See that I think you were talking about this the other day where I was like, yeah, I've never actually been out of the country. And the first time I do it, rather than just like putting one foot over the Canadian border, I'm gonna go to the other side of the world.
I mean, that's a pretty fun experience, though, as far as
hell
the
yeah.
first time out of the country.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, honestly,
I'm
it's
excited.
like pretty badass.
What, I've been out of the country, 4 times now, I think?
Where have you been?
Well, I went to Montreal in 2017, and then I went to
Mhm.
London and Paris summer of 2019.
London and
then I
Paris.
went-
Damn.
Yeah, that was my graduation trip, my high school graduation trip.
Far,
that
you
was-
know, we
that
went
was right-
like to McDonald's.
I mean, same.
No,
What did I even
technically-
do?
Technically,
our
it was a joint
graduation?
graduation trip because my sister would have been graduating the next year,
True.
and
I guess that's fair.
we couldn't afford to do it back to back because that'd be ridiculous. Plus, then COVID happened anyway, so we didn't know that.
Wow,
of
so
course.
it's that was a good
It,
time.
yeah, it
Damn.
it ended up
Mhm.
working out okay. But I wanted to go to Italy, but I got outvoted, so it was London and Paris. So,
I would have done London.
Oh,
and
what a
Italy.
shame.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean Paris is that's another episode. Don't worry about that. And then I was. And then
We can
I've
have
been
you on
to-
again. Talk about
And then
Paris.
Exactly.
I've been back to the Greater Toronto area twice now. So those are my 4 times out of the country, and then being born. I guess that's technically since I've been here.
Yeah.
I've been here, it's left 4 times. That's
This is your
fine.
holiday. Yeah, your vacation time's almost
A
over.
very
Time to go
long-term
back.
holiday.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so I'll be over there for 2 weeks, sort of, kind of.
Just
Technically,
less than 2.
Yeah, just less than 2. Except I'll be gone from the U.S. for more than 2 weeks. So, well, I guess
Time
exactly
travel.
2 weeks. Yeah, literally. No, see, the most annoying thing is I fly out at like 8 o'clock on Friday, but then I land like what, Sunday at like
You'll
what
get
time?
that time back. We'll give it back to you.
You'll give it back.
Yeah.
It's
It's
like a
like,
little
your
check.
baggage claim. Here's your time.
Here's your time. Oh, it's
Yeah,
like
he's,
80
he's
pounds.
getting here
or
at
like, oh.
5:30 a.m., which is me and Ben
Yeah.
are like come get him at the airport. And then we're gonna have some marvelous misadventures.
Yep, I'm gonna get baptized in the waters.
Yeah, as soon as Garrett gets here, right? I don't know if I've told you this, guys. I'm taking him to a waterfall. It's winter right now.
Right.
So
Winter
it's
for
gonna
them
be,
is not as bad as like winter for me. So like I'm gonna be chilling.
I mean, yeah, it's probably like now temperature.
Yeah, I looked at your like Tebs and I'm like, oh, that's like it's like spring. It's like spring for me.
Yeah, I mean,
we getting the
yeah.
sprinkler out at that tab during the day.
Oh gosh. But
But,
yeah, it'll be pretty good. I think it'll be pretty cold in Queenstown. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
that's
probably.
below freezing.
Most likely, yeah.
And we're dunking our heads in the water there, you know,
Hell yeah.
because of
Brain freeze.
Yeah. It'll be a
He's
changed person.
He's gonna have an accent by the end of it.
Oh god.
Oi, mate, I want on woman's dick.
Oh god. That
What
was
the
horrible.
actual fuck was that?
Exactly.
That was pretty
What did you
bad.
even
That was
say
pretty
there?
bad. He said
Oi,
something
I'm
dick.
on. Yeah,
Something
it
about
sounded like all
I
wombus
walk
and
out
then
on
dick.
woman's dick.
I was like, what the fuck?
I walked out on woman's dick.
What the fuck? What? What? Oh god.
It's probably more
Okay.
Australian than anything. It's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
that didn't sound New Zealand.
Even my
Oh
like
my
English
God.
accent
You're not gonna
sounds
let you
Australian.
in. No.
It's fine.
Actually, no. This podcast comes out after you leave, so
Yeah, it's fine. They won't know.
Yeah, they won't let you back in. That's the.
But yeah, we're doing a lot of stuff. I can't wait. I'm excited. It's kind of surreal, not gonna lie, again, because like
Yeah,
I've
honestly,
I've
it's
talked
been
about like, oh yeah, one day I'd like to go to New Zealand, we'll go. I'll go at some point, and then like we started planning. I was like, oh cool,
And
I'll
then
be going
paying for
in
it
the
started
future.
happening.
I
I'm
was like,
still
oh,
like,
shit.
oh yeah, this thing is actually becoming a thing.
Fuck,
I don't
it's
think I'm actually
happening.
there. Actually, I'm not. I don't think my mind is actually there.
No,
Well,
I
you
my mind
got
is
honestly
less
don't
than
super
a
think
that.
it
week to
is.
get there. You got less than a
Uh,
week to get there, y'all.
Bro, I gotta get my suitcase out of my car still. Cause
yeah, I mean,
yeah, my flight is at 8 p.m. and then my sister, because it's down at O'Hare, which is the major giant airport in Chicago. So my sister's driving me down at like 3,
that's
so I'll have
nice of
like
them.
3 hours. Just to make sure that like I get like do everything that I need to do and don't get like pulled aside, you know.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I need.
Yeah, don't forget or lose your passport. That's
Don't
like
bring
Yeah.
number
fruit
one thing.
to New Zealand,
Yeah.
or you're gonna get fucking owned by a biosecurity. All right. Don't bring anything. Don't bring anything. All right.
Just don't bring anything. just go naked. It's fine. They'll still let you in.
they'll be like,
Oh,
we can't. We
Jesus.
don't have that here. You can't get that. You know.
We don't have clothes here, man.
Oh, Lord.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. So you'll hear about that.
Eventually.
Yeah, I will be back. By the time this podcast goes out, I will be back in the States. So
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm gonna miss you, but you're gonna have a lot of fun. That's for sure.
yes, very much so.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Make sure you remember to take pictures because I gotta see all the pictures and then
Yeah.
be jealous.
I've already talked about this plenty, but like I'm not even gonna bring my good camera. In fact, I think I'm gonna sell my good Canon SL3 because I don't use it, and like at this point, like phone cameras are so good that you don't need it. Like I spent like $1,000 on my phone. I'm gonna use the really nice camera on it. So I'm just gonna bring that and rely on that.
Yeah, I think I'll just see how we go. You know, back in the day, right? I would have been like, just make a whole stop motion of photos of the entire time. But I reckon just like live in the moment. A good few pictures like here and there.
Exactly.
like,
I want to take
yeah.
plenty, but like, see, I'm not. My biggest thing, and even Kaz gets bugged by it, is like I don't think about taking out the camera, and even when I do, I do think about it. I'm like, I don't want to stuff a camera in people's faces. But
Yeah,
You don't
I
have
will
there'll
to
be a
take
few
probably
moments
something
and
pictures.
like,
It's not just the people. Like there's
I
tons of
know.
other things to take pictures of.
I know.
Why?
there's a
There's
few
plenty.
times
I
I'll
don't-
be like, you should
I don't
probably
know if
take a
it's
picture of that.
I
I'm
don't
gonna have
know if
my
it's a
phone
guy
out like
thing.
100% at Hobbiton and all
Gonna make a new
that.
movie. It's gonna be like
Yeah,
a whole
I'm gonna
feature
have so
length.
many pictures that we're gonna be
Lord of the
that
Rings
we're gonna-
feature length as well.
Yeah,
Extended
extended cut.
Oh my
The
goodness
extended
gracious.
edition.
And then like a photo of like a garbage, some garbage, and then that's it. Nothing else.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's a good place to let go. If you want to plug your stuff again real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, I stream on Twitch. I also didn't say my channel name the first time. Twitch.tv/KazakhPrincess. And when I'm not streaming, because I don't stream often, I'm modding somewhere.
You'll probably if you're in the Lego community on Twitch or have poked your head around, you'll probably see her.
Yeah, I'm everywhere, pretty much. Yeah, come check out some trivia. Everyone in this call pretty much has participated to some extent. Whether it's writing questions, actually competing, or hosting. Basically everyone here has been a part of it, had their hand in it. So yeah. Come check it out. It's a lot of fun. And then I guess I post all of them to my YouTube, same name, KazakhPrincess.
Yeah,
And thank
nice.
y'all for having me as your second guest.
Thank
You've
you
been
for
a
coming
delight
on
to
and
have on.
tolerating our late recording hours in U.S. time zones.
Yeah.
Our nocturnal hours.
Yeah, no, I'm as soon as it's done, I'm definitely going back to bed.
But yeah, thanks for hanging out, y'all.